Okay, good evening and welcome to our weekly travel training. My name is Marcia Lashley. I am a certified cruise counselor and also a travel ambassador. And I am, one second here, I apologize. We do this weekly training every week to assist you in the growth of your travel business. And also there's a Q&A at the end, so if you have any questions, you can write them down, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have after the training is over. Also, you can go to youtube.com/OTM Travel Services to subscribe, and whenever I upload these videos every week, you will be notified, and you'll be able to go directly to the video, okay? So this week, this is the how-tos in booking travel for independent travel agents, and tonight we will be discussing building your travel business, qualifying your clients, and of course compliance without a doubt, and the industry happenings, okay? So a little bit of housekeeping, guys, before we get started into, branding and finding clients and whatnot. I know that a lot of agents, I've had this question, a lot of agents have asked me about a consulting fee or a research fee, which, I always suggest that you do. However, if you add a researching or consultation fee on top of your normal commission, you have to make sure that you quote them gross and not net. So if you add that, here's the thing. I always suggest to agents that if you are going to charge a consultation fee or a research fee, let your clients know that that research fee will go towards their package once they book with you. And if they don't book with you, then you will be, they will be charged that fee. So it's going to be a little tricky because you can't, you will have to create a separate credit card authorization form for that. And that's a little tricky because if they do book with you, then, you can, I guess you can scrap that form and the total will go towards their package. So you just have to be mindful of how you request the additional fee is what I'm trying to say. And whenever you do a processing, like I said, you want to always make sure that you get a gross net, and that's what you're quoting them. Because when you're doing it, if you don't add a commission to it, you're going to be penalized for it, okay? You want to make sure that you're doing, every component has a commission tied into it already. So if you're going to add a consultation fee on top of the commissions, which is fine, like I said, I would highly recommend you do it in a totally different credit card authorization form, not IntelliTravels. I would create my own just to protect me in case the client do leave, then you can actually cash it in, because if it's on the IntelliTravel commissions forms, then it's going to have to go to IntelliTravel. Let's just be clear and understood about that. So for those agents who are interested in doing that, I would say do some further research into it, ask some more questions, ask your host agency questions, so that you can be very clear of how you're going to, charge your clients. And ensure that all payments are via credit card provided by the client. We have a credit card authorization form that I've mentioned earlier that we can give to the clients to secure the information. Okay, and under no circumstances are you to accept cash from any clients. Guys, we don't do Cash App. We don't do Square. We don't do PayPal. We do not use those to accept payments from clients. If your clients don't have a credit card or a debit card, suggest that they go get a prepaid card. It's $4.99 to load their funds on that card, and then they can use it, and it will, they won't have to worry about anyone charging, because the only person that they're giving the card number to is you, if that's the case. But recommend that they go get a prepaid card. Do not accept cash from any of your clients, okay? It's strictly prohibited, and you will immediately, more than likely, lose your travel privileges, and you don't want that. So be very clear with your clients about that. Okay, so let's get into branding and branding ourselves. And we are independent travel agents, so we are responsible for branding ourselves. We're responsible for finding clients, though we don't have to spend money on marketing, because IntelliTravel has a slew of information and tools for us to use for marketing. Branding yourself is more your clients buying into you, because, guys, remember, we are travel agents, and our clients buy into us, and they believe us. So that is why it's important for us to really educate ourselves, because the more you educate yourself, then the more your clients will believe you. They will believe anything you say because you are the professional, and they have no choice but to believe you. So part of that is definitely to market yourself. But what we need to understand is the benefits of booking with a travel agent. And I couldn't find any other place to put these slides except right here at the beginning. So the benefits of booking, and first of all, I have to give credit to Jessica. I stole this from her. She told me she stole it from IntelliTravel, so we all stole it. So this is information. I didn't actually create this. I created everything else, but I didn't create these 2 slides. I just took them from Jessica's blog. And it says that the benefits of booking travel agents, it saves you time, which equals money and family enjoyment. Of course, you guys know that, because the more we when we save time, we save money, and we're able to spend a lot of time with our families. Booking with a travel agent has access to better pricing with top travel brands. Suppliers want travel agents to promote their brands, so they give agents better pricings than consumers, which is great. That's the access that we have, guys. We also have access to travel brands that don't work with consumers. A lot of travel brands don't work with consumers, like Vax. A consumer can't call Vax. They can call Vacation Express, but they can't call Vax. They can't call Delta Vacations. They can't call World Agent Direct, because World Agent Direct is only for agents, right? They can't call a certain, I think maybe GoGo Vacations. I think they can't call them. I'm not sure. There are a lot of wholesale suppliers that clients can't call to book travel, and those are the ones that we have access to. So those are the prices that they can't see. These are the suppliers that we can actually go and negotiate rates with and get a better pricing for our clients, right? So those are definitely tips. They have relationships with suppliers, so if and when issues arise, your agents will take care of everything while you still enjoy vacations. A lot of times people go to the websites, blah, blah, blah.com is what I always call them, without saying any names or, bashing any companies. I always say blah, blah, blah.com. Website gives you prices, but travel agent gives you advice, because you can call a travel agent at any given day or night, and they'll be able to help you, or we'll contact whoever we have to contact to make sure that our clients are taken care of. You can't call a website. If you call blah, blah, blah.com, you won't get anyone. You can never get anyone. You'll have to send an email, and you have to wait 7 to 10 business days or 3 to 4 business days before they can respond, or whatever the case may be. So these are the values, guys, of travel agents. So you guys have to know, when you know who you are and what you are, then you can function better, right? Travel agents protect you from unvetted and fraudulent vendor websites, because all of our websites, our suppliers are vetted. So we are actually protected. They're educated on your location, and can provide you with more than a vacation. They have access to places and tips that you don't. Like, we have inside information. So once we know where we are, guys, and we'll know how to proceed with our clients, especially when they try to challenge us, which a lot of clients do, and a lot of agents are very intimidated by it. Don't be. They knows your needs intimately, and will always customize your vacation experiences to suit your preferences, which they will. Whenever a client contacts me, I always ask a lot of questions, and I always listen, because I want to know what their lifestyle, their travel lifestyle is like, so that I can definitely up it. I always want to up it. I never want to keep them where they are. If they've been traveling this way, I always want to introduce something new and different to them, so that they want to think about it. That's what we're supposed to do, open up their minds, all right? Give them ideas and suggestions. When we complete courses and we go into the suppliers' websites and we study the courses, then we can better sell the products. So that's very important, guys. So that's important to your success in the travel industry. Okay, so referrals. Referrals are your best source of leads. Whenever we talk to a potential client, you want to always, always ask for a referral, guys. So you want to ask the client, by the way, Nancy, which of your friends might be interested in this kind of trip? After you've booked Nancy's trip, you definitely want to ask her which one of her friends will be interested in these kind of trips. If Nancy gives you a referral, ask if you may mention her name when calling those people that she referred, right? You want to, is it okay if I, let them know that you referred me? Let her know that, so that you can let your clients know, right? The most successful travel agents will always ask a satisfied returning traveler if they know of someone who would be interested in the same kind of vacation they just experienced. Ask when your clients just came home from the vacation and they're still on their high. And you want to ask your clients if he or she would mind if their referral could call them if they have any questions about the recommended vacation or the cruise that you recommended, that they recommended. And now you've just turned a returning vacationer into a third-party endorsement salesperson for yourself. And that's a great way to make a sale, because now you have your client that you just booked. You just got a referral from them, and your client, Nancy, she's going to call you back and book with you, especially when she speaks with her girlfriend, Susan, and Susan says, girl, Nancy, Marcia did a fabulous job, and, we need to do a girls trip, and da-da-da-da-da, and they're going to conspire, and then they're going to call you back, and before you know, they're going to pull more people in, and that's exactly how it happens. Maybe not quite exactly that way, but that's referrals. That's how referrals, people talk to each other about you, about us, and our services and what we did or we did not do. And then they'll make a decision if they want to use us again. So we always have to be on our best behavior when it comes to referrals, when it comes to any clients, but especially referrals, because they will refer from one client to the next. And those two clients will have conversations. And you always want them to edify you and speak highly of you and refer you. So it's important that, we definitely ask for the referral, guys. Even if someone doesn't book with you, ask if someone they know travels often and will be interested in having a travel agent take care of all their travel needs. Guys, we sell travel. It's fun. It's sexy. Everyone does it. Everyone wants to do it. A lot of people have never done it, but wouldn't mind trying it at all. So you have to be enticing. You have to be inviting. You have to be a storyteller and paint pictures so that people can get that idea. This is how you guys know I'm passionate about travel. And because I'm passionate about travel, naturally, whenever I speak to anyone about travel, they're always interested. They always want to try or go. And maybe they don't always use me, but they do learn and they get information from me to make their trips better. And that's my goal. Ultimately, I want everyone to have awesome travel experiences, even if I didn't book it. And that's why I'm willing to help anyone with their travel needs, right? So it's very important that we're kind of in that state of mind so that our clients can receive that and want to book with us and also want to refer people to us, their people. We're all protective about our people. So we have to be in a certain frame of mind, and we have to be well educated, and we really have to enjoy what we're doing so that these clients can refer their people to us, okay? Finding new clients. Wedding shows, guys. If there's a wedding show, look into your, I think it's your Convention and Visitors Bureau. I don't know if you have those. The Convention and Visitors Bureaus. I don't know if you guys have those. So the commerce, your commerce area. Check those areas out to see if there are any wedding shows. I don't know where your wedding shows in your area are posted, but find out about them. Google them. Find out about wedding shows in your areas. Clients are very open-minded because they're shopping, right? Converse with them to break the ice. A lot of times when you go to a wedding show, you have like suppliers, right? There are lots of suppliers there, and the suppliers give a lot of information. So you can have a conversation with the supplier and the client, the soon-to-be bride or groom or mother of the bride or whoever is there shopping for the wedding, because you never know who's paying for weddings nowadays, right? So you definitely want to be friendly, have your business cards, maybe I would say have some brochures, but don't, because if you have tourist boards and all those places at the wedding shows, which you'd always do, you can definitely get information from them and definitely recommend or be a second endorsement to whatever it is the tourist board is promoting so that you can get the client. You never want to shy away from the tourist boards of what they're promoting. You want to get those clients to book exactly what they're seeing, but book it through you, right? So wedding shows is a great place because then you'll find wedding planners are always there as well. And they are always working with new people. So you will always be able to get referrals from wedding planners if you have wedding planners in your network. So you definitely want to connect with them. Take them out to Starbucks or to Panera or wherever and have coffee. Don't have alcohol. It's too much fun. Travel is too much fun to have drinks over and talk about travel. So you want to have coffee or, water or juice or whatever you drink, non-alcoholic beverage, and have a conversation with them to get to know them so that they can trust you and send clients to you. This is all part of finding clients. It's all part of still referrals in some ways because one person will refer you to the next. Again, tourist boards are at wedding shows. They're never selling anything. They're always sharing information. And you definitely want to use that to get more clients. Hang around the tourist boards, ask them questions, be friendly with those representatives as well. Because then you'll be able to book, and then they'll remember you. I mean, they can't really do anything to help you, but they'll remember you, and if someone says, I need a travel agent, oh, there was one over here, and she gave me her card, or he gave me his card, and before you know it, you're being referred, and everyone knows there's a travel agent in the building, and all of a sudden you're being surrounded by all these future planners who want to plan their weddings or whatever, and now you're getting all these clients. And these things happen. So you want to connect with those clients and book them on the same destination that they were being educated on pursuing. You never want to shy away from and give them a different idea. You want, if they're interested in that destination, you want to definitely encourage them. Share stories of your clients, or maybe my clients or my stories or another travel agent's stories that they told you. Maybe they went on a fam trip. Share anything that you can with that client so that they can know that you are educated and you know what you're talking about. And it also breaks the ice and makes them feel comfortable with you and want to book with you. Wear a Travel Agent Rock pin or T-shirt. I have one here, Travel Agent Rock. And then now I have this one. I like this one, guys, because it's a magnet. I just got this one from Cruisewear last week. It's a magnet, and this is Carnival's new campaign, Choose Fun. It's pretty cool. But I love this because it doesn't poke my clothes. Sidebar. Wear a Travel Agent Rock pin or a T-shirt. You know, it's a conversation starter, guys. It really is. A lot of times whenever, and this is why I don't leave home without it. This is like my card. Whatever, my ID. I never leave home without it because I know that I'll always be able to get clients with my pin, always. It's a conversation starter, and people know who I am, or they'll say, well, choose fun, choose what kind of fun? I'm like, choose fun, I'm a travel agent. Choose fun on a cruise. Best way to travel. You know, when you're talking cruise, it's always the best way to vacate. When you're talking cruises. So I always start with that, and it's an icebreaker, and I have conversations with them. Before you know it, I'm giving them my card. They're giving me their number. They're giving me dates. They're giving me dates from a year or two from now, because I'm always recommending that you plan a year or more in advance. You get better rates. You get better options. You know, you're not dealing with a full ship, or you're not dealing with a full hotel, resort. So it's always good to do a year or more in advance. I love recommending that to people, and it gives them, you know, a lot of time to plan properly. So little tips and stuff, I would have a conversation with them with just by having a conversation from my pin. So it's a great conversation starter, guys. Find out if that person travels often. Ask them if they travel often. If they haven't traveled often, or if they do, ask them if they've ever been on a river cruise. If they've cruised a lot, ask them about a river cruise, because a lot of cruisers have never been on a river cruise. They don't even know what a river cruise is. Some people, I'm telling you. So you want to ask them that. Now you're opening up their minds. Remember I told you guys earlier about being creative with your information that we have? Share river cruise information with them. Ensemble has a lot of information. They're always sending us stuff every month. Share that with them. Don't assume that they can't afford it. You'll be surprised to see people. One thing I noticed, people will shop and people will travel like there's no tomorrow, okay? They have money for nothing else but that. They will put their bills to the side to travel and shop. So that's one thing that you never, ever want to assume, that someone cannot afford a package. You don't know if their parents are having a 50th wedding anniversary. You don't know what they have coming up. So you definitely want to expose what you do with them so that they can do the whole referral thing again, like we mentioned earlier. I'm telling you guys, it's a whole circle, and this is how it happens. I work from home. I'm always mostly at home, and I still get clients by referral, by my work, by my enthusiasm, by my love for travel. People talk about it because that's who I am. That's how I present myself. That's how I sell myself. People know who I am, and they know that I love travel, and they know that I'm the right person to book their trips for them, because whenever I book for them, they always have a grand time, and they always get more than they pay for. So, and it's always memorable and lasting. So they always want to send their people to me so that their people can experience the same things that they've experienced. That's the kind of culture that you want to create with everyone, so that that's just who you are known for, right? Invite them to have coffee. When you meet them, invite them to have coffee. We have to find unique ways, guys, to attract people to us. Every person sitting next to us at a doctor's office or on a train or anywhere that you are should know that you're in a travel business and that you can book their next trip. Every person. You should not sit next to someone for more than 5 minutes and they do not know that you're a travel agent. I actually experienced that. Saw some old friends of mine in the grocery store, and my husband and I were having a conversation with them talking about the organics and stuff because we were in the organic section, and we had this like 5 or 10 minute conversation, or probably longer, and I didn't mention my travel business. And do you know, I had a dream that they were all into travel and they weren't using me, and I was just so heartbroken. So I'm like, I have to call them. It's just a habit with me. Whenever I speak with someone or I'm close to someone, they must know that I'm a travel agent. Naturally, they'll see the pin, but you have to be like that, because no one's going to come knocking on your door and say, hi, is there a travel agent in there? I'd like to book travel. They're not going to do it. So you have to let it be known. You have to go out there. You have to be enthused about what you do and share it with them. Let them get that. Let it be contagious and share it with them so that they want to use you and they always want to talk to you and be around you because they love your energy so much. Customer relationships. So once you've got the referrals and you find the new clients, you have to make sure that you have qualifying questions to ask them. Guys, the rest of this whole training is going to be about qualifying questions, because that's ultimately what's stopping us from getting bookings, or limiting us from closing bookings, stopping us from closing bookings and limiting us from getting bookings. Qualifying questions are very important. You want to ask, what are your interests? Why are you traveling? Who do you normally travel with? Where have you been? Where do you want to go? Are you a cruiser? Which hotel brands do you like and are comfortable with? You won't have to ask this question. You won't have to ask the budget question once you ask which hotel brands you like. A lot of times we don't know how to ask the budget questions, but guys, if you just simply ask them what brands they're familiar with and what brands they're comfortable with traveling, or they've traveled with in the past, however you want to word it, then it'll give you an idea of their budget. Because then if they say Ritz-Carlton, then you know that they're a luxury traveler. If they say Days Inn, it doesn't mean that they're a low-budget traveler. Sometimes it may mean that they would not spend a lot of money in hotels because they spend a lot of money on their experiences. They go out to fine dinings, and they do awesome things. You can also get commissions that way as well, because once you find out what they're doing, once you find out what they're doing, then you can book those things for them as well, okay? So you definitely want to ask that. Which cruise lines do they like and are comfortable with? That's another budget question as well. Because if they say, oh, we love Disney, then you know what their budget is, because you know what Disney cruises cost, right? Or if they say they love Holland America, then you know Holland America is not a low-budget brand. So, you'll have an idea of your client's budget when you ask these qualifying questions. This is all part of having a relationship with your clients and not just letting them tell you everything they want, but you have to listen, but you also have to ask open-ended and closed-ended questions, which we're going to cover in a little bit. Personal support system, okay? You definitely have a personal, it's important for your village to be behind you when you have a new venture, right? So your fellow agents and your peers in and out of your network, share what is working with you and with others you've met. Once you share those things, it really helps you, because now you can share with your customers. Even if you don't have the experience, you can share the experiences of other travel agents who have traveled and experienced similar things, or whatever it is your clients are asking, and then you can relate. Okay? Send them a note letting them know that it was nice to meet them at an event. Okay, this is how we build our customer relationship. Once you meet someone, you definitely want to send them something. I just came back from Cruise World, and all of the suppliers that I met there for the first time, there were some that I met from last year, but the new ones that I never met before, they sent me an email this week. This whole week, I received emails from them thanking me. It was a pleasure meeting you, Marcia, and whatever the case may be. Now, I know that they meet a lot of agents, so what I do is whenever I go to these events, I take a picture of the person and I would send an email to them, or I'll respond to their email with the picture so that they can put a face and they'll know. And then now I stand out. Whenever they're dealing with me, now they know, oh, it's the redhead, or whatever you say, But then now I stand out, because now when you speak with me, you know exactly who you're speaking with. You know that we've met before and what we spoke about, but that relationship, we establish a better relationship now, in my opinion. I've done that with my business development managers, and they all remember me when I call them, because now they have that picture that we met and we took a picture together and we posted. This is why it's important for you to go out to these events as well. Okay, building business relationships with new clients, very important, okay, because business people, you definitely want to establish a business relationship with them, first of all, because you're a business professional, but not only that, when people in business, as opposed to just a leisure traveler, people in business, that's a totally different level of travel, and you definitely want that under your belt. You want that experience, and you want those clientele. So you definitely want to build that business relationship with your clients. Nurturing the relationship with your older clients. Send them a birthday card. Remember when their kids were going to college or graduating from college, or their birthdays or their anniversaries or their special time, you know, whatever is special that they shared with you, you want to just send them a note, send them a card or something just out of the blue, just so that they can know that you're thinking of them. These are the little things, guys, that we neglect to do, that our clients really would choose us over any other agents, because we did those little things. The simple little things that we do is what bonds our clients with us. So don't look at it as, oh, that's just nothing. It is major. It's something. This is what brick and mortar travel agents have been doing for decades, and they've always been getting their repeat customers. Now we're hiding behind a screen, but we can't just hide behind the screen or a phone. We have to try our best to be in front of them, and if we can't, a simple card will be great. A simple card at a special time will be great for your clients. They'll appreciate it, and they'll want to book with you. With that information, you're able to categorize your clients. So now you have all, you know, the questions answered. You'll be able to categorize them. And this is the 42-to-1 travelers who tend to like small boutique hotels and ships, you know. Or this is an Uber luxury client, and they like big ships and traditional. So that's the category that you're going to be able, once you categorize your client, you'll be able to know, okay, this client, they like the small boutique hotels. This client loves big luxury ships and big fancy brands. You'll know how to categorize your clients, and then you'll know what products to send to them to promote sales with them, okay? Once you've captured the right information, you'll be able to give your clients a quote they won't refuse, because you have included all the brands that they like and they're comfortable with. So when they see the brands that you've sent them, they're going to be like, oh my, Marcia was really paying attention, and she sent me everything. I love it all. I'm booking. I'm ready to book. Credit card in hand. I love those clients. Credit card in hand, Marcia. Okay, be right there. Know your clients, guys. Cruisers, non-cruisers, non-stop flyers, medical conditions, special needs. These are questions that you must ask. You want to know. You don't want any pop-ups. You don't want to be in the middle of the night phone calls because your client's traveling overseas and they didn't ask you and you didn't ask. They didn't tell you and you didn't ask. So you want to definitely find a way, in part of the relationship building, you want to get those out there and act those. So you always want to write those things down, take a note of them. Listen to their needs. We must listen more than we talk. Clients will tell the details in simple conversations, guys. They sure will. And then you also want to know the market. You want to know the best times to travel to a particular region. You don't want to send your clients to rainy season just because it's off-peak. You know, you want to definitely know a little bit about the destination so that you can recommend it to your clients when to travel. You want to definitely connect with the industry news and the weather so that you can inform them of the type of weather that they'll be going into. And then, of course, the hottest destinations, you want to be connected with them as well. Cuba's really hot right now. You want to definitely have information about Cuba to send to your clients. And then, of course, passports. You want to know what countries. Some countries say that your passport has to be valid for a year. Some say 6 months. You want to definitely know which countries say 6 months so that you can inform your clients, because most countries says it has to be, you can't travel once it's within a year of expiration. You cannot travel. Some countries say 6 months, but you don't want to make that mistake and send your client to a country that's 6 months and you thought it was a year. Absolutely not. That's problems. So you want to definitely know your market so that you can definitely recommend the right information to your clients. Take advantage of the strength of our network concept by mining your personal relationship in the following ways. Remember the opportunities. Most people do not have a loyalty to a travel agent, guys. The study in 1994 by the National Travel Monitor Survey revealed that 43% of people looked to friends for travel recommendations. 88% of Americans have never been on a cruise. And 15% of the population has never even been to Las Vegas, guys. Americans spend more on travel than on clothing. I said that one thing that people do spend money on is travel and clothing, but apparently travel tops it all. They spend more money on travel than on clothing, accessories, jewelry, and personal care combined. So that is information for you guys to know that you're in the right place. Travel is the #1 industry in the world, and people will spend money on travel. The only thing that you guys have to do is make sure that you qualify them by listening to them, listening to everything that they're saying, writing it down, and also asking them the qualifying questions to get them. Then you'll be able to recommend, and we're going to get into that right now. Singles club, guys, one of the most significant increases in cruise travel is in the singles market. More and more singles travelers have found cruising not only to be economical, but an excellent chance to meet other singles as well. Do you know any singles in your network, in your area? Make sure my phone is on silent. Connect with them and show them another avenue that they can meet new people, guys. This is a great way for you to increase your clientele. These are all tips for you to increase your clientele, to get clients, to make more money. So best price guarantee, a lot of agents have been having a little issue of maybe better understanding, and a lot of times we're getting this whole price match thing confused with best price guarantee. So I went through this training before, and I kind of want to go through it again to refresh you guys on it. Best price guarantee is not a price match guarantee. Price matching against their own booking engine, that is not the case. It's not the case at all. Best price guarantee means that you must make an IntelliTravel booking. Book anywhere they accept the IntelliTravel agency identifier. So any of our suppliers, if you book with Vax, or you book with Apple, or Delta Vacations, or wherever, that is an IntelliTravel booking because you're using IntelliTravel in agency identifier. Without those in agency identifiers, you will not be able to book. So any booking that you make that they accept the IntelliTravel agency identifiers is an IntelliTravel booking, okay? It pays commissions, so it's an IntelliTravel booking. And you register the booking in your back office, boom, it's an IntelliTravel booking, right? It's the agent's job to do the price matching. And notice the word match is not in the phrase best price guarantee, guys, okay? So you start your IntelliTravel back office and you found the price at your client's trip for about $800. Then, let's say you went to Norwegian and you found the same price for the same exact trip for $700. You booked it with your agency identifiers and you registered your booking. Now, that booking is become an IntelliTravel booking, okay? So then your business development manager sends us, we have those groups on Facebook, guys, where we have it's only travel agents. So then your business development manager, let's say Salil sends something in the Norwegian Partners First group, and it's a special promotions with the same exact booking for $700, but it's for $600. The same exact apples to apples, same exact booking, guys, but it's $100 less. It's the same exact itinerary. Now, that's a price match guarantee that you have to submit. So you're going to contact IntelliTravel to notify them of the change in the price. The travel desk is going to contact the cruise lines and fight for the prices, for the price difference by matching it or beating it. And IntelliTravel says that they will match it, beat it, or give you 100% in IntelliTravel bucks back for your next travel, right? The cruise line may also offer you $100 onboard credit. And here is where I have to pause for a second with that and do a little sidebar. Excuse me. Because a lot of times when cruise lines offer those onboard credits, it's not our travel agent's duty to blurt it out to your clients. This is how you can use this as an additional perk for your client. I don't like that word perk. You can use this as an additional plus for your clients, right? So for agents who are constantly booking with their clients on the phone with them, cut it out. No more. Do not. Always let your clients know that you will get back to them within an hour or within 24 hours, depending on the research that you have to do. Maybe it's a quick phone call or two or whatever, and you can get back to them in a few hours. But never, ever have them on the phone when you're booking travel, guys. You don't want to do that, okay? Okay, back. So the cruise line may offer you a client $100 in onboard credit. Or the cruise line may also say No, these are special deals. We don't do these. We do these once in a while, and that's just part of the business. There's nothing is guaranteed with us. Sorry. So now you're just like, okay, now since it was $100 difference in the price, IntelliTravel would issue you 110 in IntelliTravel bucks. Your clients don't have access to the business development manager page that they announced the $600 sale, guys. So they don't know. They don't know that the price just changed. This is a plus for you because once you get that match, then you can offer that $100 extra to your clients, make you look like a saint travel agent, okay? So the business development manager agents is for messages for agents only, right? They don't know that they found it for less. So when you come back from your trip, you can offer it to them and say, thank you for booking with us. They don't even know that you got it for less. You're just giving them an additional onboard, $100 on board, 110 bucks towards their next trip. That's going to like blow a hole in their pockets. They're going to be excited about that because now you got a repeat customer. Your client's going to come back. Once they travel on this trip, you have something to get them to come back to you. So you have to be mindful of just not blurting out that OBC that you were offered by the cruise lines. Most of the times, the clients don't know that the cruise lines are offering those things. It's up to you of how you present it to your clients so that they can accept it as something in addition that you offer them, that only a travel agent can get them. Guys, you have to be able to work this. You have to know how to work these additional amenities that we're offered from suppliers and from cruise lines. You have to know how to work it because you can't just go blurting out everything, then you have nothing to offer. What is the point in using a travel agent, right? That's what the client's going to say. Oh, well, I could have done all this by myself. I could have got on the phone and did that. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to let them know anything that you're going through or what you get. You want to be able to get it for them, go through what you're going through, have your advocates advocate for you, and get the amenities, the additional amenities, and then present it to your client as an addition, okay? Keep that in mind. So most people, so now you gave your client the 110 IntelliTravel bucks, and it's burning a hole in their pocket because most people are going to travel. They travel once a year, but if they can travel again, they will. It'll make them want to go on a second vacation just to use those bucks. And the bottom line is that it's the agent's job to do the price matching. And there's no price matching. It's the best price guarantee. And the word match should not be in a conversation of best price guarantee at all. So, don't go with the price matching thing, guys. It's just the best price guarantee. And you can have a conversation with your business development manager and, of course, your host agency that will help you with it. Another scenario is to say you create a quote from FunJet or Apple, and you send it out to your clients, and they responded to you with the same package that you presented with them, but they saw the same exact package on blah, blah, blah.com, and you can't book with them because they don't accept your agency identifier, and the package is less with them. So now you contact your business development manager for Apple or FunJet, and you let them know that your client says, hey, why are they finding these prices on the website? You guys don't have those prices on and you're a big brand. And they'll most probably say something like, oh, yeah, we stick those extra inventories next to the garbage cans and the construction sites. So those inventories that they're getting from blah, blah, blah websites, they're not exactly the premium rooms and the premium areas, guys. Your clients don't know that, right? So they're always people are always trying to get something for cheap. But we sell value, guys. The difference between cheap and value. So you have to understand that, and that has to be our posture. So then so you go back to your clients and you say, yeah, the reason why those prices on that website is so cheap is because, you're going to be next to a dumpster. So if you want to spend $100 less for 7 days to be next to a dumpster and endure that smell, then you can go ahead and do that. But if you want to spend the extra $100 and have an ocean front where you can walk straight out from your room into the ocean, then I will be happy to be your personal concierge. So this is how you definitely want to come back to your clients with it, especially if you contact your business development manager and they say something like that, right? You definitely want to tackle it that way. However, Apple may also say, okay, well, we want to keep your business, so we'll do a price match for you. Now, you'll get to book the Apple Vacation with Apple Vacations and get the commissions, and you'll pay the same price as blah, blah, blah.com, and now it became an IntelliTravel booking, except the difference is that they're not going to be placed in a dumpster because now, because you're with IntelliTravel, you're not going to get those same accommodations that blah, blah, blah.com would have given you, next to the elevators, next to the ice machine, next to the construction site and the dumpsters. Who wants those? So 3 days later, you found the same exact package that you booked with Apple Vacations with another supplier. You may be able to request another match as well, guys. Depending on it, you can do the same thing that you did as well. As agents, our duty is to do the necessary research. We have to. We cannot expect someone to do it for us. IntelliTravel is here to advocate for us, not to do the work for us, okay? Also, please take some time to read over the rules and guidelines for the best price guarantee. So now we're going to go into qualifying sales. I'm going to go through this as quick as possible because I know that we're getting a little later. We have 15 minutes to go through this. So qualifying sales, guys, this is one of the areas where a lot of travel agents are very hesitant because we don't know what to say, we don't know how to say, we don't know what to do. And this is going to kind of give you an idea and give you some confidence to give it a shot, okay? Some experts think that qualifying is the most important building block. We have to qualify clients, guys, and most of us don't. We're so eager and so desperate for the sale that we just take anything, and then we get stuck with so much drama because we don't know half the information of our clients, so that we can't give them what they really want. So failing to successfully qualify clients could negatively change their perceptions and their experience, and they won't book with you. So you want to develop questions to qualify or match your clients to the most appropriate trips. You want to create a positive experience to shape the sale, and you want to listen effectively as you qualify your clients, okay? It's very important that we listen. You don't want your clients looking like this. When it comes to qualifying your clients, you don't want your clients to be in this mode right here at all because it won't be good for you. You definitely want to get a format going, and here are the 5 steps to qualifying. You know, will make the process a lot easier for you. It's greeting, qualifying, recommending, overcoming objections, and of course closing. So with greeting, the greeting sets you up for the success qualifying. When you have a strong greeting, you build credibility, and that makes qualifying easier. I told you guys all the time, I always lead with my passion, lead with my enthusiasm. So my greeting to my clients, they're going to want to book with me naturally. That is intentional. I'm naturally that person, but I make sure that my greeting with my clients for the first time is always one where they'll never forget me. I always say something to them that will make them laugh and break the ice and make them feel comfortable and open up to me. And I'll ask the questions, and then I'll listen. So that's what you want to definitely get. You cannot be anxious, nervous, frustrated, and scared. Your clients will sense it. It's just like when you're talking to someone on the phone, and you can tell the person's tone, their energy. You can tell all of that on the phone. So you want to definitely be enthused, especially meeting your clients for the first time. That will make the qualifying a lot easier. Start the conversation by making a great first impression. Be personable and be friendly. And remember, it only takes the client 6 seconds to make a decision about you. So your first 6 sessions better be grand. Number 2 is qualifying. You want to ask questions to learn about your clients. I shared some questions with you guys earlier. Those are the questions that you definitely want to ask. Recommending. When you ask the right qualifying questions, your clients will welcome your suggestions because they are accurate and aligned with their dreams and their desires. And 4 is overcoming objections. Asking the right qualifying questions means your clients have fewer objections. It also means that you know what information your clients find persuasive. And 5th one is closing. The first steps provide the foundation for this 5th one. Doing a good job with those first 4 makes the last one easy. It really does. Once you do the first 4, closing is very easy because now your client becomes putty in your hands. I mean, I should find a better term for that, but you know what I mean. They'll, like they said, everything that you suggest and recommend, they will take. They will find it persuasive because of steps 1 through 4. Okay. Part of qualifying is to making sure that your clients feel good. So this is where you want your clients in the safe zone. You want them to feel good. You want them to feel comfortable with you. You know, you may not be in front of them directly. You may be on the phone. You may be on a Skype or whatever the case may be. But this is how you want them to feel, even if they're not in front of you. You don't want that other image that I shared with you at all. You definitely want them to be happy, because then now you've successfully qualified them and they're comfortable with spending their hard-earned money with you, booking their trip. So here are some qualifying open-ended questions, and here is how they help. They help clients with vague vacation ideas to focus. They help you find something new and important that didn't come up when you ask the closed-ended questions. They help clients with preconceptions to rethink what they believe. They provide clues to help you convince clients that cruises might be the best choice. They show you that you're interested in your clients and that you care, and that's very important. They set you apart from other agents who just ask closed-ended questions. And here are some open-ended questions in case you guys were wondering, what are open-ended questions and what are closed-ended questions? Open-ended questions are, how do you picture this cruise in your mind? What is your dream vacation experience? What was your favorite experience during your last vacation? What types of sites do you like to see when you're on vacation? What research have you done pertaining to this vacation? And then you want to follow up with, what was the most interesting information you've uncovered? How did you find out about the cruise? Tell me about the family and companions you'll be traveling with. Remember the qualifying questions I shared with you guys earlier? Very similar, right? Note that while this isn't an actual question, the tell me statement can be more than just an effective statement, can be just as effective as getting the clients to open up about their preferences. A lot of times clients won't be so open with their preferences. So when you say something like, tell me about your last trip, or tell me about who's traveling with you, or tell me about your experiences, then it's an open-ended question, so now they'll just tell you everything. And of course, they're feeling comfortable with you at this point, so you know they'll really tell you a lot, and you should have a pen and a pad, and you should be writing everything down so that you don't have to ask your clients those questions again. And here are some closed-ended questions. What do you want to do? Who is going? When do you prefer going? How long is your vacation? How much do you want to spend? I'm sorry, my phone is ringing. Or what price range do you have in mind? Okay, these are closed-ended questions, and a lot of times, guys, not saying that these are bad questions, but what I'm saying is that you cannot just use closed-ended questions to qualify your clients. You cannot do that. Note, if you ask your clients how much they want to spend on their vacation, they'll give you just one price. It will be much more difficult for you to match a cruise to one specific dollar amount. By asking what their price range is, you have more flexibility to respond with a cruise package within their budget. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you don't ask them about a price point. You want to give them get a range. It's best to get a range. And then, of course, you want to ask lifestyle questions. Where do you like to go eat a nice meal? This is a good question because a nice meal means something different to everyone. It could be anything from a burger to a fancy gourmet restaurant, right? When you travel, what kind of hotels do you like best? This gives you an idea of what kinds of accommodations your clients enjoy. It may also offer insights into the budget. Think of a brand that you may match up nicely to the hotel brand that they enjoy. You know, we have a lot of brands that you can match, and it's very similar. And I shared with you guys earlier that I like to always add value to my clients' experiences. So if they shared with me that they stayed at the Ritz-Carlton or wherever they stayed at before, I'm going to try to find something like the Ritz-Carlton but a little better, so that they can have a different experience, and it won't be the same, right? What is your definition of relaxing? Everybody have a different definition for relaxing. This question can be a good indicator of what type of cruise activities you might want to recommend for your clients. Shore excursions and all of those paid commissions, guys. You want to know about that. When you're booking a cruise for your clients, you want to know what, share the cruise, the shore excursion itineraries with them. Let them know all of the different tours that could be available on that date that they're traveling, and that you would recommend that they book it in advance. Don't wait until they get there. Book it in advance. right? Same thing with a land hotel, you know, a resort. You want to find out what your client's preferences are so that you can go into the feature section and you can suggest and recommend, you know, maybe they're going to Jamaica and maybe they're going to be in Ocho Rios. You want them to go to Dunn's River Falls. You want to definitely recommend it and have them book it in advance. These things pay additional commissions, guys. Okay, so qualifying your questions, your clients are very, very important to the sale, to your commissions, and to their experience, most of all to their experience. Some other lifestyle questions are, there are a variety of things that you can inquire about when using lifestyle questions to qualify your clients. Like, what apps do you have on your phone? Are there any of them related to travel? What publications and books and blogs do you read? What's some of the things that you're passionate about? You know, you want to ask your clients these things. They may seem personal, but they're really not that personal. You'll be able to better customize your packages for them. And that's pretty much the end of that. So what you also want to do as an agent is you want to tap into the industry, guys. It's very important that as a travel agent, as an independent travel agent, that you know what's going on in your industry. You know the products, and you can better suggest. Your clients call you and say, did you hear about? And you say no. How can you not hear about what went on in Bora Bora? Are you kidding me? It's all over the travel news. You're not even connected with Recommend or Travel Agents or Travel Pulse or any of these magazines, so you're not going to be aware. You're going to depend on your host agency to update you on information? Absolutely not. We are independent travel agents, and it's our responsibility to be in touch, be connected, be in tune, so that we can educate our clients on any given moment. You get an email, you get a text or a phone call. You want to know what you want your clients to be aware. You want to be informed, and you want to be able to better inform your clients as well. So you want to connect to these resources. There are some others out there that I just didn't list. This page is not big enough for all of them, but I just put a few on here. You can get, they have Travel and Leisure. They have so many different, Travel Agent Central, Travel Agent West, so many different magazines out there that you can definitely connect with. Cruise World, the event I just came from last week, guys, I tell agents, a lot of agents, all of the time, there are 2 industry events that you do not want to miss. If you want to be successful in the travel business, guys, you want to invest in education. I'm not saying not to take trips, but some of us take ridiculously too many trips, and we're not even educating ourselves on those trips. We're just leisure and taking pictures and posting on social media. Invest in your education. Invest in a CLIA or a Cruise World or any of your host agencies' events that they have. You should never miss any of your host agency events, but definitely don't miss the industry events as well, because this is where you get the industry knowledge of the entire industry. You get statistics on travel, who's traveling, how are they traveling, what are they doing when they travel, how to make more money on travel. You know, you learn about the products as well. You get up close and personal. You get to speak and communicate with the business development managers. You get to see their products. They give you stuff to take home. I mean, it's just so major that you attend these events, and I can't stress it enough. Cruise World is it's pretty much for land, air, and sea. So you'll find that, you know, Bax was there. You know, there are other suppliers that were not in the cruise industry that were there as well. So, you know, you definitely want to attend it as a travel agent. And here is some information on attending Cruise World. A lot of Cruise World offers a consistent level of quality of suppliers represented, educational sessions provided, and attendees who are serious about their craft. I came away from Cruise World each year with new practices and information, and my business the following year improves as a result. Everyone can say that. Last year when I attended Cruise World and CLIA, compare last year to this year, my commissions have increased a lot. I booked more groups. You know, so these are very important. And here are some of the attractions. And the percentage of the attraction. So you definitely want to add this. I'm trying to share with you guys the things that helps us grow our travel business. When it comes to clients, getting clients, how to get clients, and qualifying your clients for the sale, closing the sale. That is what increases your commissions. Okay, we all need to know how to do those things, because if we don't, we won't be able to close those sales, and it won't increase our commissions. It won't increase our clientele. So it's very important that we take some time to attend these events. Home-based travel professionals, cruise specialists, experienced travel professionals, new and promising travel professionals. So for every category of an agent that you are, there is some educational level of learning for you at these events. So you must definitely register for them. Another one is the Travel Agent Forum. This is the 10th annual one in Las Vegas. These events, guys, are not events for you guys to miss. None of us should miss these events. These are where we should invest our money so that we can educate ourselves, and then we'll have all this confidence, and our clients will book with us. They'll send everyone to us. We won't have a shortage of clients at all. And, of course, I share with you guys unlimited rewards. Sign up with them. Definitely recommend me, Marcia Lashley. Yes, yes, yes. And if you need my unlimited rewards number, send me an email. I'll be happy to send it to you so that you can, refer me. And, of course, IntelliTravel has a See Something, Hear Something campaign, and it's pretty much that we have to protect our business, guys. So if you see something, say something, okay? There's so many non-compliant posts going around on social media that is really going to destroy our product, and we have to police it, okay? We have an obligation as agents to protect each other. Everything that you say and do as an IntelliTravel agent is a direct reflection on all of us as agents. So you want to make it mandatory to watch the marketing compliance regulation video and make sure that you're marketing yourself and your brand the correct way. And do a self-check, guys. You want to make sure that you're working with compliance, within the compliance guidelines, and always remember that we have 2 opportunities, okay? So know your language. Do not contact the suppliers and talk about building a team and networking ranks and compensation and other businesses. Whenever you contact the supplier, you must only discuss travel sales, product knowledge, and your clients. That is it. You're not recruiting anyone. You cannot, absolutely not. That is breaking compliance. It's against compliance rules, and it's a no-no, and you will lose your privileges. So you want to be very mindful of that. Share that with your new agents. When they first get into the business, you want to protect the product, okay? Protect our business. These are some of the posts that I'm seeing on there. Who can work from home as a home-based travel agent? Pay is great. Perks is great. I cannot stand that word perks. And this one with the Disney, this is so a no-no. So if you see something like this, guys, you have to police. You have to let someone know. Notify someone. This is non-compliant. It's absolutely no-no, and we cannot go for it. So, and that is pretty much it for this training. If you guys need help, here is where you can go to access help. We have knowledge base, of course, the travel agent training manual. There's a webinar twice a week in our back office that we can register for that will help us to better learn our brands, our travel brands. And then, of course, IntelliTravel has their weekly webinar that they do at noon on Fridays that you guys can definitely tune into to get some more information. They also do Q&A that they answer any questions that you may have. So you want to definitely register for that. And so I want to thank you for taking the time to educate yourself for success in your travel business. The more value and expertise that you can bring to the table, the more clients will appreciate you and trust you. Okay? So I'm going to open the lines for anyone who have questions. Do you guys have any questions? Questions, guys? No questions? I went 6 minutes over, but actually I didn't because I was like 3 minutes late, so this kind of covers it. But if you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer it. If not, we will wrap it up, and I will see you guys next week. I will go into a little bit more detail next week. I just got back from a trip, and I've been trying to catch up, so I really didn't have much time to put a lot of information that I learned last week into this training this week. But next week, tune in, and I'll definitely share some new information with you guys on the training, okay? And if you guys don't have any questions, we'll be wrapping it up. I'm pretty sure you guys have some questions, but you guys know how to reach me, and I thank you guys for joining. And this will be the end of the training this evening. Thank you, and you guys have a wonderful evening.